Well, you got 4 more days of a juice cleanse?
Bro, I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just because it said a 5-day one, and I'm like, I think I could do 5 days.
That's ridiculous. So it means you're not eating for 5 days?
Just juice. Just like this
You're
one.
fucking
This is my
tripping.
daily roots.
Nah,
That's sweet
you're
apple,
fucking
butterscotch
tripping.
squash, butternut squash, carrot, beets, spinach, lemon, parsley, ginger, kale. And this is 2. I have 7 to drink a day. And bro, I low key I saw across the street they got Lucifer's Pizza, and that sounds really fucking good right now,
Dude,
bro.
the wings at Lucifer's are
Don't
fucking gas, bro. I
Dude.
told you wanted some Dunkins, bro.
Bro,
I wanted to buy you a $6 meal, dog.
Bro.
I would have bought you a little coffee and shit.
Bro, the thing is, it's like I spent like $220 on this shit. That's why, because it's for 5 days, and I'm not gonna waste. I mean, I could. It says right here. Let's see. Best used by 6/16, so I can theoretically say fuck the cleanse today and just start eating. But at least I want to try one.
No, bro. No, don't try tomorrow, bro. Cause Loki, that headache is gonna be a bitch, dude.
But I woke up with the headache, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but like, imagine if you try to like get past the headache with some medicine.
I
and
did.
You can't.
I took
you
5
can't, bro.
Advils
You can't
or
drink an
Tylenol,
Advil
whatever.
without food in your stomach, bro.
What do you mean? I had a turmeric shot.
Fuck you, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. Shut the. All right, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. The turmeric shot is crazy.
That's fine, though.
No, it's not, bro.
A little Toomey shot?
A Toomey shot, bro? No, bro. Only shot I take is tequila, bro.
Come on.
Or a little Hennessy shot.
Oh, Hennessy. I remember when I was Black Air First activity. Not anymore.
Bro, those were the days, man. I remember when I was a big hen dog, bro. That was me right there, bro.
Bro, straight out of high school, that's all I drank. Me and the homie Anthony, shout out Anthony, like way back when, he would come over. My dad would leave me money for pizza. We get Tumby's Pizza over there from Inglewood, if you know, you know. And we get like pizza. They drop it off, 20 bones, bro. And then we just, for another $30, we get a whole thing, a Henny bottle. Not the 175, but the 750 milliliter. Those.
Oh, like the regular one?
Yeah, the regular size.
Yeah.
Bro, demon.
Oh, bro, I was a yeah, bro.
That shit.
That was some demon shit. Anyway, bro, welcome to the Red Cup Podcast, man.
Yeah.
We started off hot. We started off hot. This is our first episode, technically. Funny enough, we'll get there, but my name is Jason.
I'm Saul.
Yes, what you just heard right now is him starting
Juice number 3 for
his
today.
juice number 3 for the day, bro.
I had one coming up. So I chugged one at 10 o'clock.
Damn.
Or like 10:30. I drink number 2 on the way over here. Then this is number 3.
Yeah, man. You're tripping, bro. If y'all don't know, well, y'all don't know, but Saul's on a juice cleanse. I offered this motherfucker some Dunkin' earlier today. Oh, he caught it.
Damn.
Sorry. Yes, we are also watching the Dodger game here at lovely Neuhaus, Hollywood. We are here starting our first recording, man. We
Technically official.
it's our official first recording. Yes, technically we recorded last week. The issue was that we didn't.
The audio was ass.
Yeah, the audio was ass. We were very ill-equipped. But you know what though? Like that's just part of what we do now, right? We come in, we learn.
Trial and error.
It's trial and error, and we were so happy. And plus, I didn't want to release that footage because I was wearing a really tight shirt. And I did not fuck with that, bro. It was hanging, bro. Like I was,
Not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
it was looking thick in that shit.
Oh, bro, it was a little thicky, I wasn't fucking with it though. I like Manchester United. I was a Manchester United jersey, but damn, bro, low key, like I kind of just left the house with that bitch. I was like, ugh,
It's like when you're about to leave the house, but you don't know if you're gonna run into anybody.
Exactly.
You're
bro.
like, I hope I don't see anybody.
Like, and I came in here, I fucking work here. Came in, some of the baddest in the front desk, and she's looking at me, and I'm just there like, God damn, like I'm looking rough, Came in a Manchester United that was tight as shit, jersey that was tight as shit, some blue jeans and my fucking Timbs. It was bad, bro.
Loki, that's just like whatever you put on when you're running late and you're trying to run out the house.
Fucked up part is I was early. That's the fucked up part, man. I was early, bro.
You had time to prepare. That's what you came with?
Literally, I literally walked out. I looked in the mirror and I was like, yeah, this is it.
You like, this will fit.
I went to Apple Store like that too. Yeah, so imagine that, bro. Like, that's even worse, because,
They're over there just clowning
you got the
bro.
senoras over there and shit talking about what's wrong with my iPhone, It's just like, oh, shit. And then they see me, It's like a fucking... You ever seen those Target balls? You know? It looked bad, bro. It looked bad.
It wasn't that bad, dog.
It looked bad. I felt bad. I looked bad. I thought I looked bad. I was like, damn, you know what?
Let me... It was a zoom camera, bro. It didn't do the best.
It was a zoom camera. And that's that's part of the reason why we're basically we're recording our first episode this week, as opposed to releasing it last week. That's why it's delayed. That's why it got delayed. We didn't have a microchip. We ran into the same problem earlier today too. Yeah. So being the G that he is, he went and he was like, I'm gonna go exchange this bitch. It took probably 25 minutes.
There's too many
tops.
people over there screaming for no fucking reason.
Best Buy, man. What do you expect out of Best Buy, bro?
Bro, and it was the one in WeHo. Like, it was just like people were just being loud. I'm like, why? I'm at the age where it's like, if you're being unnecessarily loud, like, what's your reasoning?
Yeah,
because you're pissing me the fuck off right now.
You know what, man? It'd be like that. I feel like I don't even know if I'm at that age right now, because low-key I'm loud myself.
No, bro. Like, he was just being excessively loud for no reason.
Like, he was bitching. Like, just straight up bitching.
Why the fuck are you gonna get that one? Have you seen the new pictures of the iPhone? It costs $20,000. Like, I'll slap you. And I'm just like, bro, like, chill out, dude.
It's like, bro, just everybody was like,
why is this guy screaming?
Jesus, dude, that's terrible, bro.
Yeah, and then the lady looked at me. She's like, didn't you just buy this? I'm like, just ring it up, bro. I'm like, y'all. I did a pickup. Y'all fucked up somewhere.
Like, put the fucking fries in the bag, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I got shit to do. Bro, Best Buy be doing some shit like that, bro. Every time, bro. Every time.
There was a long ass line with 2 employees, and one of them was trying to help an old lady.
And it was the Geek Squad, huh?
Bro, I don't know what the fuck was going on, dog. But they looked at the other one because you know how it was cut open.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is this good?" The guy looked at me. I'm like, and it's like, why wouldn't it be? And like, he just put it back, and he's like, the girl like, give me this one, and she's like, you're getting 2 cents back. I'm like, oh, gee, thanks.
Jesus, yes,
thanks.
That would be like $5 back in the 50s. Yeah,
that would be, but we're not in the 50s.
Yeah, we're fucking this bullshit ass time,
Bro, it's rough.
Bro, it's rough, bro. But like, nah, Best Buy be on some bullshit, bro. The last time, so my laptop got fucking. So I'm a writer, right? I need my keyboard.
Yeah.
I need my keyboard to type, bro, because I type really fast, and my letter T, was acting like a toe. It was acting like a hoe.
Yeah,
and so
it just wasn't teeing.
It just wasn't teeing, bro. Uh-huh. And so it was just like, bro, like, what you doing? And so I'm trying to fix this shit.
Show his. If y'all don't know, today's his baby's birthday.
Wow, what are we doing to celebrate, bro?
Not going to WrestleMania.
Nah, you tripping? I'm tripping. I'm definitely going to WrestleMania.
You're gonna actually like? Where is it in the
forum? I'm not. Oh no, fuck no, it's in Vegas, bro. I'm not going to WrestleMania.
I don't keep up with wrestling like that,
If I was going to WrestleMania, I'd be going right now.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be out there just getting fucking shit faced until show starts, bro. No, but yeah, bro. Like, I was out there, bro, and I was like, hey man, I need my laptop fixed. They were like, what do you need? I'm like, my letter T it's fucking up, like it's not working because the motherfucker popped out. So all this motherfucker did was look at me. He just like, we can't fix it. I'm like, y'all the Geek Squad. The fuck you mean you can't fix it? Y'all literally geeks. Fix this shit.
That's what y'all got paid to do.
It's literally what you're getting paid to do. And they were like, well, we can't fix it. You take it to an Apple store and they might be able to fix it for you. And I'm just there looking at them like, bro.
Bro, even Apple be on that bullshit too. Like, bro, my homie, so he had the wallet, right? The little thing that you put on the back of your phone.
Oh, yeah.
So he had it. He's like, oh, I just want to replace it. Lady looks at him. Do you have a reservation? Do you have an appointment? He's like,
I hate him, bro.
He literally says, the fuck you mean I got an appointment? He's like, why do I need an appointment to exchange something? So, here at Apple, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
They start explaining. It's like they mansplaining shit to me, bro. And
I'm like, bro. And then he's like, you know what? Do you have an appointment? He's like, we have one in 5 minutes. Can I have it? Sure. Can you just sign in for me? Signs in. He's trying to get it, right? So, unfortunately, we don't have that one because yours is leather, and the other one that we have now is pleather.
Fuck you, bro. I would have been mad.
So he's like, so what do I do? He's like, I have the warranty. Like, I have it right there.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I mean, we can order you another one, but you're going to have to buy it again. He's like, why would I buy it again when I have the warranty for it? Like, it says it's good for 2 years. It messed up within 3 months. And she's like, we can try to order it for you. And they're just going back and forth. And he's like, you know what? He's like, I'll just keep my old fucked up one. She's like, are you sure? And it's like, he's like, what the fuck's wrong with people?
Bro, Apple employees are funny, bro, but they're also kind of like the worst. Because, like, I mean, they're good to me. Yeah. You know, like, they're cool 100%. With me. And I'm right? I'm a chill dude. I'm not going to cause any problems. I'm not going to fucking be like, help me first, bitch. You know, it's not me. Yeah. If I have to wait, I'll wait. I don't mind. I ain't got shit to do. Like, I'm there for a reason, you know?
Yeah, 1000%.
But when they tell me, yo, like, we have it's going to take 30 minutes for you to, you know, for you to be helped. Cool. I'll wait my 30. Yeah. It becomes a problem when I'm waiting over 30 and I'm being told, oh, you know, we don't have all the representatives here today. And it's like, yo, do you want to come back? I'm like, no, bro. I have shit to do on my laptop.
Yeah, take time out of your day to day.
It's like I have deadlines to meet, and I cannot wait. So another thing about us, right? If you're new to the podcast, we are here. We're kind of just yapping these first 11 or so minutes, and we haven't really gotten a chance to really introduce ourselves. Again, my name is Jason. This is Saul. Yo. We are in the film industry. I am a screenwriter. My boy.
I'm a grip.
He's a grip. Pause. Basically what we do is, he works on set and he basically like rigs lights and kind of helps structure sets and all that stuff, and
a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's extremely
fun and cool. Honestly, when I was in film school, I used to do a lot of that myself.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And then I'm so glad I stopped because I was terrible at it. Bro, I fucking suck.
It's not for everybody.
It's really not.
But if you're good at it, it's fun as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But you have a lot of personalities to deal with, though. That's the one thing.
Bro, and that's the best. I think, like, when you're working... Because that's the thing about film, right? I think people have a misconception that, because, these directors have such big names and they have such big, personalities that they create this movie, they think the audience think that they do it themselves. And it's like, no. There's a lot of big names behind the scenes, and film is a very collaborative medium. Which I think it's a very underrated fact about movies in general. Mm-hmm. But I think that when you come and talk about being a grip, it's so fun because, especially with someone who can relate, we know what that's about. Me and you, we both been on set. We haven't been on set together because you're a lot more fancy than I am. But.
Not even, bro.
You're much more fancy than I am, bro. You actually work on sound stages, and I've never really been on a sound stage, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, but considering
you can't, bro. Before that, I was working at a warehouse. Like, I was working at a warehouse in Santa Clarita.
Oof! Like, shout out to Santa Clarita, the big SC, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
I was over there in the hot ass sun.
It's the worst.
Stanky ass bathroom. Rattlesnakes if you're trying to take a dookie, bro. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's one of those things. Is like I feel like if you come from there, like, you kind of learn how to appreciate everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Santa Clarita is a pretty hot place for movie making. Yeah, surprisingly,
a lot of storage too.
A lot of storage, a lot of but there's also just a lot of really great rural places that you can make. You can make Texas in Santa Clarita. Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but over there in the valley, I think off of Victory, there's the Wells Fargo. I know there's like a strip club, there's a Wells Fargo building, and then there's like a little shopping plaza.
There's a strip club?
Yeah.
Where, no?
It's somewhere over there in the valley. I don't know the name of it, but I remember just driving by it because across the street there's this place called Good China that I would always go to because it reminded me of the Chinese food I would have growing up. And I'm not going to drive to Inglewood all the way from the valley just to get the Chinese food.
Oh, okay.
As much as I love it, like, I'm not going to do that. Right. So that was like the closest that they had. So right next to it, that's actually where they're filming Fallout. That's where they built the whole Fallout Vegas.
That's crazy.
And it's right there. I'm just like, dude, I'm like, it's by the trade. It's like one of the trade tech schools.
Yeah.
It's over there. It's right off like the 118. And it's right there. And I'm just like, that's crazy. I saw someone like flying with a drone. They're like, what's all this shit?
Yeah.
Why is it like so hush hush? And they saw it, and it's for Fallout New Vegas.
Dude, that's sick. Right, like the show, right?
Yeah.
The show Fallout on Amazon?
Yeah.
Which is a great show, by the way. I really enjoyed that show. I know a few writers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty cool people, man. They, he told me about fucking basically everything that goes on behind the scenes at Amazon, which is pretty cool, man. When you kind of consider it, and I think that's where I come in, right? You are more of the physical presence on set, behind the scenes. I'm more of the mental work, behind the scenes as well, but also kind of like the masterminding, the blueprint. That's what I do, right? I chose to get into screenwriting a very long time ago. Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna choose to get into directing some other time, but I think that for sure what we do is very exciting. We chose to kind of come together, to kind of just create this podcast, kind of because we wanted to do. Me and you have been wanting to do a podcast since forever, and we talked about this in our first recording, man. We kind of went into a lot of in-depth detail about how we met and what me and you are really all about, in terms of what we believe in and how we met and what we do and cafecito time and being on that. And if y'all need to go and check out cafecito time, man, y'all really gotta go do that, man. Check out the episodes with Saul on it. That first episode was where me and him first met.
Was it was the first episode?
Not the first episode. It was dating in LA.
Yeah.
Which we are kind of gonna recover, and we're gonna kind of reprise it at some point. But we did the first episode that you did. I mean, that was the first time we met. And I think from then on we kind of just we never really we just orbited around each other as opposed to kind of just like coming together. Where it's like, yeah, bro, like I'll hit you up and be like, Alex, tough. And then I didn't even know you were a grip until last year.
Yeah.
Which was something that kind of baffled the fuck out of me. Because I would see you at Universal City, at the sound stages in Universal City.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, what the...
My bad, bro. I'm trying to post for the Instagram.
Follow our Instagram.
Oh my God.
It's called the Red Cup Podcast Official. Follow our Instagram. That's where you can find us, man. Fucking Saul is trying to fucking upload. This motherfucker, dude. This dude's on his shit, man. Motherfucker better tag me.
Bro, I need to, hold up. I need to fucking redo that.
No,
oh my gosh.
My God,
no, because it has like the whole text and everything too, and I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. No, but luckily we're still starting up our own Instagram page, so we don't have that many followers, but we do have a good decent amount.
We have 57 as of right now,
which is not bad.
That's not bad.
Honestly,
that's more than the.
That's more than zero.
That's more than zero. And you know what? That's more than the guy that has. So we're trying to do the Red Cup podcast. That guy has like 4 followers.
Dude, some of these dudes, man, they just be taking their fucking ideas, bro. They're just assholes. Like, I remember thinking, like, fuck, I really want to try this. I remember because me and you were involved in that creating of our Instagram. And I remember telling him, I was like, bro, like, the Red Cup podcast name, the username, is taken by some dude who has no picture, who has 4 followers.
He just has the name to have it.
And he just has it there. And he's in the void, He's just there, bro. Like, there is nothing that he is doing that, comes out with the Red Cup podcast. But we are, we're here. We're living. We're breathing. We're having fun, man. And, 100%. That's one of the things that we just really wanted to do, man. I kind of just hit you up one day, man. I was just like, bro, like, you want to start a podcast?
Yeah.
That was literally how it went. Like, there is no, like, real story behind it.
No,
It was just me. It was just me kind of thinking like, damn, I miss cafecito time, you know. And again, right, if you were not in familiar with cafecito time, it is a podcast that I used to be on myself with two friends of mine, Alex and Masa, and you know, two friends that I still hang out with and I love very dearly to this day. But you know, and you could find those episodes, those very early episodes, kind of want to see what we were all about in 2020. That was in the middle of the pandemic right there. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And fucking, you know, those episodes were very interesting when we talked about it because, you know, we did talk about a lot.
Yeah.
And a majority of the the two episodes that you were on focused on dating in LA.
Yeah, it was dating in LA and just like, I think just living in Los Angeles and how things have changed so much.
Yeah, especially during the pandemic. You know, we had a lot to talk about. But then again, also, we were just so bored.
Oh, yeah. We
were so bored.
If you really think about it, a lot of the content creators that are out nowadays, they came because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because they're like, fuck it, we have time. We're not doing anything. We're getting paid to stay at home.
Literally.
Might as well make something of it.
Yeah.
But oh my God, I remember the first day when that happened. Like, I had to go pick something up from Santa Monica when I used to work at the Shoe Palace over there.
Yeah.
It felt so weird. It felt like if I was in like 28 days later.
It was like ghost town, huh?
It was so weird. Like, it
terrible.
it took me 15 minutes to get from Inglewood to Santa Monica.
Jesus.
And it was just so scary. Like, nobody knew what was going on. I remember I was working and I used to take the train.
Yeah.
And because my homie, he lived by the train station, so I'd park because I'm not going to pay $25 every day to park at work.
Smart.
I'm not making money.
Exactly.
So I remember everything shut down. The train stopped working. The buses, like nothing. Like it was so fucking weird. I'm like, bro, what's going on? And I remember that was the first time I was like, dude, what the fuck's going on? Like, it felt so like, I'm like, why aren't they like letting anything happen? And the fact that all that shit was going on, I'm like, it was a crazy time.
You know, it's just
so many people.
It was such a strange time and also a strange way of life at that point in time, man.
1000%.
It was like crazy because, you know, I had no job.
Yeah.
You know, and so going from basically being broke with no job to kind of having money with no job during the pandemic because of the EDD and all that shit, like the extra 600 that motherfucker was just giving out, you know. It was just like, yo, like, yeah, the little stimmies, and it was a good time to do nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it was a terrible time for some people who lost family members because, you know, we ended up kind of like having a bit of a laugh in that first recording about that because we kind of forgot that, like, there was a lot of doom and gloom happening at that time as well.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. Like,
it was
people,
very gnarly.
I remember if you got COVID, like, did you remember the videos, like the news would post, like, oh, this person had COVID, and it just looked like from a movie scene where everybody, like, they're all in hazmats, dead bodies on the side of the road. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Bro, it was terrible, shit, bro.
The way that they went about it was so fucking scary, bro.
Dude, and yeah, that was just like, media was just being the media at that point. Like, I couldn't blame the media because, you know what else are they gonna say? They, you know, the whole intention behind it was kind of, we're sparking panic. And rightfully so. You know, it was a very deadly disease. But no, like, you know, that was a rough time. But we started a podcast because of that. At that time, me, Masa, and Alex, we started a podcast because we wanted to kind of just talk to each other. You know, we couldn't be with each other, so we said, okay, you know what, if we can't be physically there, we're gonna be with each other through virtually. You know, that was the only way we could live life at that point in time, was virtually. So we started a podcast. We would do it through Zoom. It was very low budget, but it was very funny and very fun. Very early topics and you know, just a cool blends of style. But then Masa brings you along for those 2 episodes. And, you know, that's where everything kind of changed for us, right? We kind of got to know each other throughout the years, man. And 5 years later, here we are.
Of course.
With our own podcast now, because at the end of the day, I was just thinking about it, man. I was just like, man, those were some really fun times. You know, despite the terror and the panic that was going on in the world, those were some very fun conversations that we would have. And I decided, I was like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm gonna just hit up Saul because you know what? Why the fuck not? I could hit up Masa, but you know, I don't know if Masa nowadays has the time, which is okay. We're adulting, you know, and I think that as for him, it's like it's a different world that he lives in, and me and you, you know, we were just like so like dead set on this whole idea, and
it's one of those things that we just, even before we talked about it, like for you and I, we both wanted to do it in general, and we're like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. I remember I wanted to do it. I was gonna do one, like, I tried to do one with my barber where it's like he's cutting someone up and like we're just talking shit,
which is a really fucking cool concept. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it was just hard to get all of that going. With his schedule, with our schedule, and like finding people that would be comfortable with it. Right. You know, it's one of those things that's a little rough.
Yeah, no, and this dude, man, I can't believe you're a fucking juice cleanse, bro. Just get something to eat, bro. You know. No, but, you know, which is a really cool concept. I remember when you told me about it, I was like, you know what? That's something maybe we can do down the road. Because I think right now we're just trying to kind of get our feet wet. Yeah. We're trying to kind of start, you know, going and kind of dipping our toes in whatever we can. You know, we're going to be on all media platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, stuff like that. Wherever you listen to your podcast at, we're going to be there. You know, that's what we want. We ultimately kind of decided, you know what, man, let's just go for it. You know, what do we have to lose? You know, and the cool thing about it is that
you have nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Exactly, we have everything to gain, but also a year from now, we're gonna be really happy that we did this.
Yeah, if I feel like that's one thing that I can always try to. The positive note of the day, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Exactly. Whenever you bet on yourself. Exactly. That's one thing that's kind of hard to like grasp. At least I can say that myself. It's hard to grasp when you want to risk it all and just bet on yourself. Yeah. When it comes to starting a business, doing something new, doesn't matter if you start 10 years from now, start tomorrow, start today. As long as you start, like, that's all that fucking matters. And I feel like that's what it took for us. I know there's a lot of like back and forth for like 2 weeks trying to figure out how we're gonna do it, where we're gonna do it. Yeah. But I feel like once we're like, fuck it, we ball. Right. Ball up top, we just started going about it.
You know, and that's the cool thing about this, right? Is we got really kind of blessed with where we're at here. You know, we're recording in a professional studio. We're recording on a professional podcast, you know, mixer. On a setup. We have a big TV where we're watching the Dodger game. Yeah. We are ultimately, me and Saul, you know, what we wanted to do is we just kind of want this podcast to feel like you're in the room with us. You know, we want to talk to you guys. We want to hear your comments, and we want to hear your feedback and all your thoughts on what you have. You know, we're gonna start doing some really cool shit, TikToks, all kinds of shit. Yeah. You know, Instagram posts. You know, follow us on Instagram. Like I said, you know, we're the Red Cup Podcast official. But we have so many things that we are capable of in terms of this podcast, and we're just so happy that we're here and doing this. Because I feel like as me and you, we just want to talk, and we kind of just want to yap. And this is, you know, the title of this episode is called Lunch Table Talk, which is what we do at the lunch tables, right? Yeah. When we're high school, we just fucking start yapping. An hour,
30 minutes.
It's just like an hour, 30 minutes, just fucking bullshitting, you know? And
and that's the best thing about it. It's like we have the opportunity to do that, you know? Yeah. And it's one of those things. It's like, I think it's that we got very blessed. Like you said, we got very blessed with the opportunity, and it's just like sometimes you get these cards that are dealt to you, and you're like, I just gotta go all in. Like, there's no other way, bro. You know, I don't know if you gamble or not, but like when I see a good hand, I'm just like, fuck it. Yeah. What do I got? If I can either win it all or I can lose it all, but right now it's like I can just win it. We can win it all. And there's nothing else about it.
And you know, look, bro. Like I said, you know, where we're gonna be at a year from now, we don't know, but we're gonna be very happy that we started this podcast regardless. You know, we gotta, you know, ultimately, me and you, we've made this kind of like commitment to ourselves and to the podcast that we're gonna stay consistent. We're in constant communication, me and you, about this podcast. It's not, we don't talk every day. We don't need to. But at the end of the day, we do talk and we do communicate, and we do it efficiently to the point where we're starting this podcast and we're just like, you know what, man, we just want to do this for ourselves. Yeah. We want to do it for the future fans of this podcast, and we have Huh?
Just doing it for the love of the game.
Doing it for the love of the game, bro. You know what I mean?
The only thing to say.
And to me, it's just like, yo, like, we're so happy to have you guys here listening to us, man, and taking what's been 30 minutes of your day listening to us just kind of bullshit. And, you know, we kind of, obviously it's our first episode. What went wrong the last time was terrible.
So for the last, did we really cover it? Not really, huh?
Not really. No. Well, it was bad, bro.
So the last episode, shout out to your boy Jason.
Yes, sir. My boy Jason Diaz. That's my guy.
He on vacay right now at the Big Sur, right?
Big Sur, yeah.
So we're trying to figure out how to do it, just because we had an issue where the laptop wasn't compatible to the soundboard.
Right.
And so he's like, you know what? Why don't you guys try Zoom? We're like, fuck it, let's try it out. We had like an hour recorded, maybe like 2 hours. Honestly, it was more like 2 hours.
About to be 2 hours. It's like an hour and 50, man. And at least.
We're right there. We had everything going, but I think it was one of those things. I'm like, I think we had to chalk that first episode so we can really see how we can just make it better and be better about it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's like the best thing. It's like the first one's, it's either hit or miss, but for us, they're like, hey, it's gonna like do this, like have the SD so that for anything could happen, because you're like, how to get the file, how to do this, and hey.
And you know, it's like you said earlier, right? It's all trial and error.
Yeah.
You know, look, as to our listeners, right? We're gonna fail. We're gonna succeed. That's just life. But I think that first episode was just kind of what and the conversations that we had, which were very much all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, as a podcast episode, I think it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
But it's not because of lack of conversation. It's not because of lack of comedy. It's not because of that. It was just because it was so like.
It was everywhere.
It was just everywhere, bro. And because it was everywhere, oh my God, he stole it again.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, he didn't. My fault. And so because it was everywhere, we felt like, okay, you know, as a listener, you wouldn't want to listen to this. Mm-mm. You know, and on top of that, you know, again, we recorded that shit through Zoom using these same microphones that we're using today, and it was just bad. Like, it was just the sound quality was off, the video quality again was off. You know, I looked off. You know, that Manchester jersey was tight, bro. I can't get over it. But you know, it was kind of
everything that went wrong kind of went wrong.
But you know, it wasn't a bad thing either. You know, it was kind of just us looking at that and kind of taking a step back and being like, you know what? Look, we can be the same thing that we set out to be from the jump, which is a freestyle kind of structured comedy. You know, kind of just, you know, us kind of just doing our thing, right? We just talk and we talk about these topics and we have fun, and that's what we're all about, right? That's our niche. At the end of the day, is we are just trying to be conversational and kind of give these topics out and show what it's like for us, me and you, two people from two very different sides of the world at this point in our worlds, but living in the same planet, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But point is, man, we're just trying to kind of show you, the audience, what we're really about. And that first episode, it was like we would be talking. I remember this. We were talking about Cardi, bro. For some reason, we were talking about Cardi.
We're just talking about music.
We're talking about music, right? We were talking about music because we were talking about how we had this whole conversation a few weeks prior to the first recording.
The Drake Kendrick beat.
It was everything. We were talking about everything.
Who makes hits?
Who makes this? We're talking about the OG Pillow Princess, Snow White. We're talking about so many things, bro. We're talking about La La Land. We're talking about movies. And, you know, it was kind of for us, it was like a wake-up call where we got this shit. We got this shit in the bag. We can do this. Yeah. But then when we came out here and talked about it, it was like we were talking about Cardi. And then immediately it was me. And it was, my, you know, a few of it was my fault where I was like, you got 2 phones? And then we started talking about 2 phones. And then we started talking about, like, some other shit. And then it was just very much, like, all over the place. And, you know, what we did now is we kind of just said to ourselves, look, we need to kind of have kind of this, a light structure where we just kind of have questions and we just answer them. Yeah. But we answer them and we have a conversation.
A little guide of it.
Little guide, you know, which isn't a terrible thing. At the end of the day, we are professionals. We are trying to do this a lot more professionally. We got big dreams for this, man. I know I got big dreams for this. My boy Saul got big dreams for it too.
You got big dreams in general, bro.
You got big dreams in general, exactly. You know, and so.
What the hell? Why he stand like that?
I don't know,
My
man.
bitch pose nasty.
That's a disgusting ass pose, huh? That's fucking boy.
What the hell?
What the fuck? That's Seeger?
Yeah, bro.
Jesus, man. Come on, Seeger.
Hey, but you know
I
what?
miss him, bro.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Nah, you can't bring him back, bro. You're gonna have too many all-stars.
Bring him back.
You want that stance as a Dodger, bro?
Yes, bro. I miss it.
He looked like he's about to start
He
tap
won
dancing.
a World Series. Don't talk about tap dancing, dog. That's
Hey,
my shit right
yeah,
there.
he did win the series, and it's by like low key by himself.
He won the MVP, right?
Yeah, he did.
Damn.
Who else is gonna win here? Nobody.
Yeah, Mookie had a terrible series that year.
Yeah.
So that's another thing about us, man. We're really big sports fans, and we are watching the Dodger game as we talk right here, right now. You know, we kind of should have live streamed this shit, if I'm being honest, man. I'm thinking about it. But, you know, this is kind of what you can expect from us, right? We're not trying to be all over the place. We're not trying to be kind of everywhere with this shit, man. We're just trying to make great content, talk to you guys, and make you guys laugh.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we named this the Red Cup Podcast because, again, we do have a very
there's a purpose and a reason.
A very good purpose and reasoning for what we do. You know, right now, again, like we said, you know, we are starting off, man. We are just kind of doing audio for now. Just kind of get the audience to kind of know who we are.
Yeah.
Have them know what we are all about in terms of our style of talking and why we talk the way we talk. Mm-hmm. And who we are. But once a video comes around, things are going to change. And the Red Cup Podcast will really live up to its name. For what reason, Saul?
So the reason why it's so one thing that I do as a hobby that I'm also trying to do as a side business too. I love making drinks, so I have my little mobile bartending business I'm putting in the works. It's a Via Gomez mobile bar on That's Instagram. Right. But I love making drinks. Even before I try to do any of that, my best friend and I, we lived together for about almost 4 years, and he would always we'd always host people, be like, hey, you know what, come, like, you know, come over, let's chill, let's watch the game, you know, let's go eat, come back to the crib, and he'd always be like, fool, why don't you make some drinks? And they just kind of came natural. I'm like, how do you like it? He's like, bro, that shit's good. So I was like, all right, cool. I did it again. He's like, bro, why don't you try doing this like on the side? And I'm like, what do you mean, like being a bartender? He's like, yeah, like work at a bar. But I'm like, it's gonna take a lot. I gotta get it certified. I gotta get this, that, which is cool. But then he sent me a lady that does mobile bartending. He's like, I can see you doing this.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where, long story short, we're gonna have the red cups here. We're gonna be having a little drink. We're gonna be sipping a little bit.
And there ain't gonna be no pressed juices either.
Ain't gonna be this juice shit that I'm on for right now.
Ain't gonna be no pressed juice.
There ain't gonna be no pressed juice. But yeah, so the whole thing is like to have the red solo cup. Like that's an iconic thing. Because I remember growing up, even like when being at parties, that's what everybody had with the red solo cup.
Yeah, I remember that.
You got a little something in there, you know.
Yeah. Even if it was soda, you look, you know, you had that red cup. Yeah. You know that red cup is so identifiable.
For beer pong.
Beer
dye.
Fuck, bro. So many shit.
Yeah, what is Rage
King's
Cage?
Cup, Rage Cage.
Like, that's how me and my best friend, like, you know, it's a little homage to that, too, because the first time, like, we really started kicking it outside of work, he invited me to a little kickback that he asked for his birthday. Yeah. And that's all I can remember is the red cups. We just playing King's Cup, fucking Rage Cage, bro. And I just remember everybody getting hammered and me and him just being... we used to call each other the Splashes just because we just... Boom, boom, boom.
Splash, the Splash Sisters, this guy.
Bro, hey, we was undefeated. We was undefeated over there. It came to the point that we almost got a custom beer pong table.
Damn.
Like, because everybody would just come. Be like, oh, we beat you. Like, nah. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. For fire.
And so, you know, that's funny because you literally came up with... The name was your idea. Yeah. I really had no input on the name. You literally said, let's name it the Red Cup Podcast. And I was just there like, you know what?
You got a nice little ring to it.
A little ring to it. Fuck it. But then he told me his idea, and I was like, that works. That's going to work. It's going to work perfectly because, you know, we are still doing this, bro. Yeah. Like, we are still finding our footing, and we are still going to fucking be lit, man. It's going to be crazy.
So, going back to the reason about the video. Right. Eventually, what we want to eventually do, that's going to be like my little portion of the podcast, is basically show y'all how to make some drinks. If you want, you got a little shot you want to impress when you come over.
Exactly.
You have a little bit. I can use this, boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
I'll tell y'all how to make a little simple syrup. It ain't that hard, man. And
man,
my little brother, so he works at a coffee shop, right?
Right.
And he had a bunch of matcha. And I'm like, I don't know about you. I fuck with matcha.
You do?
I like matcha.
I'm not a tea guy, man.
Well,
that's not my shit.
I don't drink it as a tea. I drink like a matcha latte.
I don't really fuck with matcha in general,
bro. So I made a matcha cocktail. That shit smack, bro.
Bro, you gotta stop playing with me.
Bro, I'm saying like my little brother here. I take a picture of it. And I was kind of scared because I was like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, bro. I was just like, from like all the shit that I had, like, bro, that shit looked like a whole ass latte.
Damn.
To get the color and the consistency and everything.
Yeah, that looks tough, man.
Bro, my little brother, he's like, this shit's good.
Yeah.
So, I like, eventually once we get that going.
Yeah,
y'all gonna have your own little drink menu.
Literally, man,
and show everybody your little tricks here and there.
That's one of the things that we really wanted to kind of put out there. It's like, yo, we are going to start doing these little content creations as well. Like, again, right now we're just kind of flowing. We're kind of just going through this whole thing, and we just want to see where we're at when we listen to this all over again. So we just kind of want to let you guys know that big things are in store for us. Yeah. Big things are in store for the Red Cup podcast. We are a podcast that's going to be both audio and visual.
Yes, sir.
It's just, these things take time.
Yeah.
And the more time they take,
Rome
the better for us.
In a day, bro.
Literally. Yeah, exactly. Rome was not built in a day, and so, it fell in a day, though.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know how we look, Jason about 6'5".
About 6'5".
6'5",
yeah.
210 on muscle.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what, man? I give a lot of shout out to Saul for saying that about me. Did Freeman score?
He got that dub right there.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, man. Saul putting a lot of motherfucking, sauce on my fucking chip, bro. First off, I ain't fucking 6'5". I'm 5'8". All right? Let's start there. Secondly, I'm low-key thick. I'm a thick motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. From what you heard at the beginning, yeah, man, that's really what it felt like, That Manchester United jersey was a little too fucking tight. I personally don't enjoy talking about my weight. I don't really care about it, to be honest with you. I'm trying to work out. I'm always
going like this, bro.
Yeah, no, bro, did you not see me last week, bro, when we were fucking doing this shit? I was sitting up, and I was like...
But, hey, you know what? That's the thing. A homie of mine that he used to be bigger, and he lost a lot of weight, I still see him, like, subconsciously doing that.
It'd be like that.
And it's one of those things, like, growing up, like, I was thicker, bro.
Right.
I didn't stretch out till, like, after high school.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Saul is 6'5". He about 230. Straight fit.
No.
I know a Planet Fitness hates to see him coming. You feel me? He got the little fitted hats on, dog. The little faded beard.
Those two are true.
Yeah, bro. I feel lesser than sitting next to this motherfucker. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna stop doing this shit, bro.
I'm nothing but a man, bro.
I'm nothing but a man with a capital M, bro.
Hey, at the end of the day, bro, we all buried 6 feet.
Yeah, fuck that. I ain't 6 feet, man. I wish I was 6 feet.
Motherfucker, I'm talking 6 feet under, bro.
Oh, 6 feet under. Oh, that's what the fuck you talking about. You know what, though? I do wish I was 6 feet, though. That would have been cool. I think I would have been a demon if I was 6 feet.
Man, my back hurts all the time. You want this?
Fuck that. My back hurts, and I'm 5'8". I'm just fat. Like, that's the thing, bro. It's like I work such a physical job sometimes here because I do work here, and I do physical labor here. I don't do what you do, but I do move furniture and shit. Like, this whole couch, I remember putting this bitch in here.
Yeah.
I was here when we put this
trying to get it through the doors.
Yeah, no, we got it through the door, but we had to get the shit from the 3rd floor down.
Yeah,
so I was like, easy. But for me to work such a physical job, to be on my feet a majority of the day and still look the way I look, it's a fucking feat, bro. Like, it's a fucking insane feat. Like, how the fuck am I still this thick, working such a fucking physical labor, getting my 10,000 steps in a day? Bruh, a McDonald's loves to see me coming, bro, because they like,
too spicy, no man.
Exactly, bro. Get this fucking $5 meal deal, motherfucker,
Bro.
and use your app for the free fucking McChicken, dog. That's it, dog. It's a wrap.
Dude, I remember the McDonald's is so close to me. I was almost a McMillionaire with
That's
the points.
crazy, bro. A McMillionaire is fucking hilarious, bro.
I don't even think I have the app anymore.
A McMillionaire is crazy. I have the app, bro. I got like about, I don't know, like 17,000 points.
Let me see.
That's how I know, bro. I need to stop. I shouldn't even be supporting McDonald's, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Why?
Cause, dog, they some hoes. Like, McDonald's apparently doesn't support DEI hires.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like so okay with not. They don't have the DEI hires.
I only got 3,000 points.
You want to see my shit, bro? Don't worry about it, dog.
Let me see.
I'm telling you, bro. I think I got like 10, 12,000 points, I think.
Bro, like, I was using that bitch up, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. It be like that, bro. Look, I got 15,000 points. 15,805 points, dog. That's fucking crazy. I don't even be going to McDonald's like that. For real, you know what's a real fucking weakness of mine? And I feel disgusting every single fucking time I eat it.
Don't say Arby's.
Nah, I don't fuck with Arby's, bro.
What?
Popeyes.
Bro,
I love Popeyes. Fucking love Popeyes. I love Popeyes so much, but then after I eat it, I'm just like, dog, I feel like a fucking hog. It's like I feel like fucking Pumbaa, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Because I'm just there like, fuck. Like, I feel so heavy. It's so greasy.
But it's so fucking good.
Oh, it's
bro,
so
you know
gas,
what I had
bro.
the other day that kind of changed my life? So I had do you remember when the chicken sandwich came out and they're sold out and people were flipping them for like $10 and people were buying them?
Yeah.
That also happened during COVID.
Everybody
started doing the chicken sandwiches.
That did happen. Popeyes made so much. That was such a clever thing for Popeyes to do.
So much fucking
They're like, we're releasing a chicken sandwich at this chicken place that's never had a chicken sandwich.
Bro,
before.
it's so delicious.
It's fucking dank, bro.
Bro, I had one. So they have it on the menu that with cheese and bacon.
Nah.
Dog.
That's crazy.
Bro.
I'm looking a little hard right now, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Bro, when I tell you that's probably one of the best meals that I've ever had in a minute.
Yeah?
I got that with the mashed potatoes, and I got an Arnold Palmer. I didn't know they did Arnold Palmers. I thought it was sweet tea or lemonade.
No, they do Arnold Palmers there. Yeah,
they're so fucking good.
Oh, bro, that's so fire. Too bad you're on a fucking juice cleanse, huh? Fuck, dude. Oh man.
I'm fucking walked to Popeyes.
Bro, you know what, bro? That juice ain't expiring until May, dog. You got till May.
June.
Till June, bro.
Till June.
You got till June to fucking be like, you know what? All right, bro. It's WrestleMania tonight, bro. Go get something to eat, bro.
No, so I went. What was it last week? I went on a little gym day with my girl, right?
Right.
And I was hungry.
Yeah.
Because she goes to 24 in K-Town, and
ooh,
yeah, it's a little rough.
The one on Western?
On Wilshire.
On Wilshire? Fuck. Yeah. Oh, I have to throw it back. I remember I used to go to the playground there when I was smaller.
Yeah.
They have a little playpen for kids and shit. Mm-hmm. I used to be there all the time.
Bro. Another dinger?
Nah. Wild pitch. Let's go, baby. So you were saying?
Oh, and she wanted to try, like, I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm like, what are we going to eat? And she didn't want it out. I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to try that smoothie, the Erewhon one, the Haley Bieber one.
Where?
From Erewhon. There's like a little smoothie that she be drinking. Mm-hmm. So she's like, let's try it. I don't know, the smoothie place closed at 7, right?
Ooh.
So I was like, fuck, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look, I'm kind of craving some pizza.
Oh, it's the best.
Bro, there's this little spot in Echo Park. No, it's like Echo Park Silver Lake.
Yeah.
The sweetest Hispanic dude ever, bro. Like, he says, he's like, I work here 6 days. He's like, Sunday's my only day off from here, but because I work at another spot. All this stuff is imported straight from Italy. Dog, when I tell you that, what the fuck? Why was he moving so zesty right now?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
When I tell you that's one of the best pizzas I've ever had, bro.
Really?
Dude, I tore that up. This is how I know I enjoyed it. I didn't talk at all.
That's crazy.
I'll like yap a little bit when I eat, but
yeah,
bro.
You just straight eating it? Yeah, no, bro. You know what's funny? It's
just like that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey. Oh, nice. All right, Max. I see you.
He's like, what's up?
Little Yeah.
Does he want to come back to the Dodgers?
Yeah, hopefully. He's like, you already got the blue on.
He said, why you step like that, though?
Why you step like that? He's like, what's with your hips, man? No, bro. So that's crazy, bro. Because like I'm not a big fan of pizza. So all right, here's the thing.
Bro.
People think that I hate pizza.
Why do you hate pizza?
I don't hate pizza. See what I mean?
So why do
That's
you hate
fucking
pizza?
crazy. How'd that fucking come about? I literally did not say. I don't hate pizza, bro.
So
I like pizza.
The terms that he hates pizza.
I don't hate pizza. Listen,
Okay.
if y'all think I hate pizza, that's crazy. All right, unless I say I hate pizza, I don't hate pizza. I don't hate pizza. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of pizza. It's my last resort.
Why? Pizza's like so good.
I'm not saying it's not. Pizza is good.
Okay.
It's just my last resort.
Bro, tell me that doesn't look good.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's where I went.
This was yours?
Yeah.
This one looks fire.
She likes a little simple pepperoni pizza.
That ain't bad.
With a Diet Coke Coke Zero on the side.
A little Coke Zero gas, bro. I
Bro,
love Coke Zero.
Is fucking delicious. But bro,
I get a Coke Zero every day. Yeah.
mozzarella, bro. I probably might go after.
He slammed this phone. He's like, "Yeah, this is the one right here." I might go.
I might go after this, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Go get some fucking food, bro.
Bro, and I'm telling you, the guy. Oh my god, dude, my heart goes out to him. Like I'm like, how much is it? Don't worry about it.
Oh wow.
Don't worry about it right now.
I love those kind of
Don't
people,
worry about
bro.
it. He's like, I want you to enjoy your food. I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't got cash, and I was like, fuck. I was what? He's like, we take Zelle. Bet. Let me get this. Let me get this. Bro, he saw that like she started sitting down. We started talking because I said originally to go.
Yeah.
And he put in the little plates. He gave it to us, and bro, like the service there was amazing. He was like asking like, how do you like it? How is it? I was chopping it up with him for like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like my people like that is the reason why like I still believe in getting loyal. I asked him 3 times, how much is it?
Just said, enjoy your food.
He
bro.
just said, enjoy your food right now.
Nice.
I was because
I love people like that, bro.
I mean, I've worked in the food industry too.
Right.
So like I was cleaning up. He's like, no. He's like, that's what I do. I'm like, but I can help. He's like, but that's my job. I'm like, it's alright. And I'm like, I'm already here doing it.
Yeah.
Well. But bro, the guy was so sweet, and then he told me the total after. I'm like, actually, I'm a little extra, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm like,
the best.
He's like, this is my business. He's like, all this stuff's important for me. He's like, it's just me and my compadre right here, and it's just one of those things. I'm like, dude, that guy was fucking amazing, bro.
Dude, see, like it's that kind of service is great, bro.
And now I know why on Yelp he had 155 5-star reviews.
Wow.
I've never seen someone go 5 stars on Yelp like that.
Wow.
Especially in Echo Park, bro. Like Echo Park is a little rough sometimes with like the rating. The Yelpers over there are crazy.
Them Echo Park Yelpers be on some bullshit.
Yeah, Silver Lake, Echo Park, that area, bro, they're tough. But bro, I see why, and it's like, I was like, where are you guys? And I look, and it's a food truck. I thought it was like a restaurant or something.
Wow.
It's like a little pizza truck. Bro,
that's tough, bro. See, I have mad respect for people like that, bro. Like,
he's so passionate about it,
literally,
bro. I saw him,
bro.
He's like, oh, how do you want it? I'm like, this, bro. The crust, phenomenal.
Yeah.
The pizza, delicious, bro. Like, even she was like, that shit's fucking good.
Yeah, that shit look gas,
bro.
Not gonna lie to you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
The best I had here, Domino's. Domino. But see, look here. All right, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Me and my boy Sal. So that's another thing we talked about in the last episode. We have work husbands.
Yeah.
Me and you. You know, we both have work husbands.
Yeah, a couple.
You know, he got a couple. He's a little thought like that. I don't. I have one. I'm a loyal bitch. You know what I mean?
Bro. Nah. Tell me my girl ain't locked in right now, because look what she just sent me. The last 2 texts.
There it is. Shout out to Pizza Guy on the pod. See what I mean?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
She gets it, bro. Your girlfriend's name is Ariana?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ariana for that pizza dude, man. And you know what? She's very in tune with this, man. You got to bring her on the fucking pod one day, bro. We're going to have to chop it up like this, bro.
She's a little sicky icky right now.
Oh, so. You know, well, hope she gets better, man. Don't go on a juice cleanse. You know what I mean?
I'm the one on the juice cleanse, not her food.
Give her some fucking fluids and some food, bro. She'll be all right.
Yeah. I took a ramen yesterday. So
hopefully, yeah, nah, bro.
Bro,
it's insane. But see, like, that's the thing about these, like, small business owners, right? Is like, when they're so passionate, the food is that much better, right? And for me, like, again, right, you know, we're talking about on the topic of work husbands, right? Me and my boy Sal, because the reason why we're work husbands is because we work together every day. I'm only with this motherfucker, you know? Like, that's all I'm with.
Yeah.
And so me and him, bro, we go crazy. We go crazy. Whenever we're here, we're fucking no work. There's nothing to do. We're like, what you feeling, big guy? I'm like, What do you want? Food, like some pizza? I'm like, yeah. He's like, Domino's? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. He's like, I got a coupon. He's like, I got a coupon. And then he shows me the coupon, bro. Listen, bro, this one night, bro, I'll never forget it, bro. This is one night. We worked so hard, bro. We did so much that fucking whole night. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is like, hey, man, let's get some Domino's. I'm like, ah. We argued about who's going to go pick it up.
Yeah.
I ended up go picking it up. But, dude, he was like, don't worry about it, bro. He's like, this fucking Domino's, I have this coupon where we get 5 toppings.
Yeah.
For $10. And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah.
Oh, I found it. It's in Los Felices.
There it is.
It's called... come on. It's right here. It's called Bella Luna Pizzeria.
Shout out to Bella Luna Pizzeria on Los Feliz.
Yeah, Bella Luna Pizza LA.
Bella Luna Pizza LA, man. Yeah, we're gonna give a big shout out to them on the pod, bro. We're gonna have to, bro.
He's lucky he opens at 7, bro. Yeah. I would have been there right now.
Literally, bro.
Bro, but that pizza spot, it's so fucking good.
I mean, you're already on a cleanse, man. You could wait another 5 hours. 5 hours. Yeah, you got a little 5 hour in you, you know?
Yeah, dude. But
looking for a little 5 hour energy.
Dog, I'm telling you, that shit was so delicious,
bro.
Man.
I'm so jealous of you, bro. Like, I love small business places like that. They're so gas.
You know what? That's one of the things that I just started. I did it a lot more frequently before.
Yeah.
I just started going out by myself. Like, I'm like, I can always be like, oh, I'll tell the homie that, hey, let's go, let's do this, let's do that. But what if he's busy? What if something come up? And I'm just like, you know what? Like, life's too short. I'm like, might as well try it myself today.
Yeah.
And bro, I'm telling you, like obviously, like I tried it with my lady and everything, but it was one of those things. Like, dude, we just try. Like, I was just trying whatever. I'm like, if it's good, whatever. And I had a whole list on my phone. Like, check this place out. Done this, done this, done this.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things, bro. Like, that shit was. I love finding random spots like that. Even on TikTok, I'll be like, oh, like random, like
it's the best
pizza, and it'll pop up, you know.
Yeah, but it's the best, bro.
That shit's good.
No, bro, I feel you. Like, I remember me and my sister, Alex. You know my sister Alex. Mm-hmm. Me and my sister, she was like, meet me at this coffee spot. Mind you, bro, I lived in Westlake, K-Town, for 23 years. Right. Mm-hmm. And all the 23 years that I lived there, I did not know that this fucking coffee shop existed.
What coffee shop?
It's a little coffee shop in the fucking middle of K-Town, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain it, but like the coffee there was so good. That's the catch.
Yeah.
The coffee there was so good. And then, you know, she's there and she's like, what are we going to go eat? You know, we're talking about what the fuck we're going to eat. But like, I'm looking at this place in K-Town that's like, it's so small. Yeah. It's a small little coffee shop. It has 2 floors. But, you know, it's so chic and it's so like really, I guess it's like really nice. It has like album covers on the walls. And it's so fucking neat and it's beautifully decorated. And I'm just there like, damn, like this is and it's a very profitable coffee shop. Yeah. It's cheap, bro. It's like fucking $3-4 for a large coffee.
Bro, that's really cheap to be honest. Coffee nowadays is like $5-6.
Bro, you go to Starbucks across the street, bro. That shit gonna run you $6. Mm-hmm. You know, and we don't support Starbucks either. But I have the app and I have points. So, you know,
it's one of those things. It's just because it's convenient.
Yeah,
that's one of those.
You know, but that's the thing, bro. It's like they make coffee here for us too. You know, and it's just like, I don't want this bullshit ass coffee. I'm gonna get some Starbucks or some Monarca coffee.
Oh yeah,
Monarca coffee is a shit.
Right there next to Roscoe's, right?
No, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's right next. There's a Papa John's on that bitch too. If you wanted some pizza. Yeah. Oh, no. Man, it's a $10 2 topping right there, dog. You know.
I was looking all around, bro.
Bro, cause you know you shit, bro. You just gotta get you something to eat, man. Mm-hmm. At this point.
He's over there looking at Lucifer's.
You know, bro. I don't know. You know, I like. You know, the way I don't know. I'm not a big fan of pizza like that. But it's like it's my last resort.
Really?
I'll be honest with you. It's my last resort because it's so cheap. Because it's so like, you know, it's bro. Like it's. You know, it's just not. To me, it's like, bro, like I ate pizza for so long that I was just like over it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's understandable.
Yeah, that's where I come from. It's like, oh, like yeah. I've had so much in my younger days.
Yeah.
Where I was like, ugh. Although I will say this, probably like 3 weeks ago, bro. I had a whole box by myself.
From where though?
From Little Caesars, dog.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you talking about, dog? Come on, dog. Ain't no.
Right,
First
bro.
off, Little Caesars ain't even $5 no more, bro. That shit ran me $10. That shit ran me 10 hots, bro. I was mad.
For one pizza?
For one pizza, bro. One topping, bro. I was like, man, that's some bullshit. I was mad. I was so mad. I stepped into the Ralph's thinking I had like, oh, I'm gonna get something else, you know. But nah, fucking, it was late. Also, that was it too. Yeah. It was late. And if I tried to get like another topping on that bitch, it would probably run me like $14, $15. And I was broke. I ain't gonna have that, you know.
Bro, but what with the little $5?
It don't exist no more, dog.
That's crazy.
It don't exist no more, man.
You know what? I don't be seeing those ads anymore for the $5 hot and ready.
Man, inflation's a bitch, bro.
It is, bro.
Inflation's a motherfucker. I don't know nothing about inflation. I'll be honest with you. All I know is that Little Caesars ain't $5 anymore, and it's inflation's fault.
Hey,
I blame Biden.
They don't have the dollar menu no more.
I know, fucking
the
dog.
1, 2, 3?
They don't even got. I know, bro. They don't got the fucking the McChicken deal anymore, bro.
Oh no, they have it. It's a 2 for $3.50.
No, they don't. Nah. You get one and then you get the other one for $1. So it's like, this is a very you're talking to a fat motherfucker about McDonald's menus, dog. That's crazy. Bro. I can't, bro. I just really can't. But it's a fucking fact. Like, they don't fucking do. Inflation's a bitch, dog. I don't even know nothing about inflation. I have no idea what inflation is.
So just inflation is shit's honestly more, and we're not making more. That's all it is. That's plain and simple.
Yeah, well, that's like, America for you.
Yeah.
You know?
That shit's wild.
Straight ass, man.
$100 is like $20 now.
Literally, $20 is like $1 now.
Yeah.
I be going through $20, dude. I looked at my budget the other day. I was like, man, I'm wasting $40 on a daily, bro. I was like, how? And then I'm like going through my finances. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, that cost me 15. Damn.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, if I don't step out the house, I'm not spending a dime.
Oh man.
But once I step out, I feel like I'm spending $300.
Are you a complainer?
Complainer? What do you mean?
Like when you go like to like places and you know you don't want to spend much, so you start complaining, hoping that you get a little bit of a hookup.
Nah.
I look at.
Nah, I don't do that, bro.
I'm looking a little dramatic. I that's why I'm a writer. You know what I mean? That's why I write. Uh-huh. But I'll tell you. I'll give you a good example, bro. Grubhub be fucking me up, bro.
Really?
Okay, right. I'm in the middle of writing a movie.
Yeah. And,
it's for this big Oscar-nominated producer, and so I'm doing big things, but it's 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, fuck, low key, I'm a little hungry.
You're a little hungry?
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get some Jack. Fuck it, yeah.
I'm mad that they took away the munchie meal. I'm livid that they took away the chicken melt or the chicken melt, the chicken, the clucking the chicken, whatever.
That's the one you fuck with. The one that pissed me off was when they took away the sriracha curly fry burger.
Nah, I never had that one, bro.
Dog, shit is gas.
The chicken tater, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The chicken tater one, yeah.
Bro, that was so good. They brought it back for like the ice cube menu or whatever.
Bastards, bro.
I'm so mad.
Assholes, bro. And they doing too much with the munchie meal, bro. They added the brownie. It's like, what the fuck I need a brownie on my munchie meal for? Point is, bro. Right? It's 1 a.m. Like 1 something. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna get a fucking. I'm looking hungry, bro. I'm gonna just get a fucking burger. That shit ran me like 20-something bucks, bro. I'm like, fuck. At 1 a.m., bro. Like, goddamn, right? Then I started kind of like internalizing what I just spent.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, look, am I really that hungry? And then I was like, yeah, you know? They were like, all right, it's going to take this long, X amount of minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck, I can wait X amount of minutes. I'm typing away, you know,
yeah.
I'm fucking racking my brain. I'm fucking doing all kinds of shit. And then the time comes that I saw where my food's supposed to get picked up, and my food has not gotten picked up. Truthfully, I think somebody stole my food.
Bro, that's happened to me so many times.
It's happened. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like, y'all really... How you gonna be a Grubhub driver and fucking steal my motherfucking food, bro? So I was like, all right, whatever. I contacted Grubhub, bro. I was like, hey, it's low-key getting late.
Yeah.
And, by the time y'all find a driver, because that's the thing, they couldn't find a driver.
Yeah.
So I was like, by the time y'all find a driver, like, I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. So I'm like, you know what? I want my refund. They were like, well, we can't. So Grubhub has a thing where they can't refund you. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
That's why I use Uber Eats.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, right? And so they were like, well, we can't refund you. The best we can do is give you credit. And so now I'm like, oh, you gonna give me credit?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how far I can take. I started going back and forth with this bitch, bro. I'm like, nah. And then like, well, we can give you a $5 credit. I'm like, nah. Fuck. First off, $5.
Yeah, it doesn't even cover the meal.
In today's economy,
yeah.
Bitch, please, like, no.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, you know what? Like, I'm not about to do that because it's, it's either you give me my refund back or what are we gonna do? Well, we can't give you a refund. Well, we'll up it. We'll give you $10. I'm like, nah.
You're like, that's not how much I spent.
That's not how much I spent. I was like, and on top of that, I was like, but I gave her a chance. I was like, all right, fine, $10. I'll take a $10 credit plus my food because they're still delivering my food.
Yeah.
It's just late.
Yeah.
And because it's late, they're giving me credit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. Fuck it. It is what it is. Like $10, I'll put it to good use at some point. Bro, like another 20 passes by, bro. This point, I'm fed up, bro. I'm like, hey, where's my food? When the fuck are y'all getting a driver? Because low-key, this ain't it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, I was like, I want to speak to somebody. Mind you, this is all happening at like 2 a.m., bro. I'm fucking complaining at 2 a.m., bro. Yeah. Talking about where my food at, And fucking next thing I know, she's like, well, we're still looking for a driver, but I guess, we've already given you 10 and we can add another 5 on top. Now I got my money back from what I spent. I think I spent like $16.
Yeah.
So now I got my money back. And I'm like, nah, that's crazy. That's cool. You gave me $5. That's my fucking credit because you low-key, y'all fucking up. But I'm fed up. I want my money back. They were like, well, we're sorry, we can't, we're sorry we can't deliver your food and blah, 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 blah. They refunded me my money.
And gave you credit?
And gave me credit. So I had like $30 in credit, bro. Because they refunded me the money, but they refunded it in credit.
Yeah.
So I had $30 in credit, bro. Oh, bruh, I had a ball.
You had one good meal.
I had great meal, bro. One great meal, bro. I was broke as shit, too. I was like, yeah, this is going to fucking help, And then I ended up ordering some Hawaiian barbecue. That's how I know I splurged a little,
Hawaiian barbecue's good,
Oh, shit's gas, bro.
But what I realized is that on Uber Eats and all that shit, they up it by like a couple bucks.
Oh, bro. They 100%.
They hoe the shit out of it.
They straight hoe it, bro. And it makes no sense, bro. I'm just like, bro, like, y'all, because I know how much it costs.
You know what pissed me off, though, is, so Jack in the Box, they have the value menu.
Yeah.
And on Fridays, obviously, because it's like Lent and everything, I wasn't eating meat on Fridays. So, pause. I was waiting because I know you're gonna say something, bro. No, I know I was waiting for it, so I had to say it before you.
I didn't catch it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't catch it until you said it. I'm just like, oh, that's fucking pause. That's crazy.
So they have the grilled cheeses, bro. There's the sourdough grilled cheese. Have you ever had one from Jack in the Box?
Oh no, not really,
bro. So fucking good.
Is it really?
It's delicious.
Damn.
That with like some of the honey mustard that they got. I can tear up 3 of them.
It's the best,
bro. They're so good, and I was just like, oh. And I didn't see it, and I was like, bro, like I can only order like this other shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck's up with y'all? Like, y'all suck. So I ended up getting like some shrimp fried rice and some
ass, bro. No, I don't know how the fuck this went from like what the fuck ever we were talking about to just straight food in these past 20 minutes. Like we've been discussing food for.
I'm not the only one that's hungry, but I think you're hungry.
No, I fucking ate before coming. I ate a $6 meal from Dunkin'.
Bro, I'm looking at this Ghost Sando shop.
Dawg, you are starved, bro. Just at this point, bro, just order some food.
I am. I'm gonna order something.
He said, "Fuck it."
It comes with a free item, so I'm trying to see what you.
Fuck a juice cleanse, bro.
We're both gonna eat right now.
Oh, bro, you're gonna eat, bro. I'm straight.
You don't want one of the free sandwiches that they're gonna give me?
Don't tempt me with a good time, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The Melrose.
The Melrose. What kind of Melrose? What's in the Melrose?
Our famous Sando toasted Dutch crunch roll smeared with our famous Melrose bread, packed with Black Forest ham, oven roasted turkey, thick cut bacon, melted white American cheese, topped with our house. Y'all, you like slaw?
Yeah.
I don't like coleslaw.
It's whatever.
Lettuce, red onions, pepperoncinis, tossed, blushing.
Thank you. Sorry.
Lucky that kind of sounds good. And tomato.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can order that for yourself. I'm sure. I'm not hungry.
Bro, it's buy one, get one free. That's what I'm saying.
You not a fan of 2 sandwiches?
Huh?
I know you hungry enough for 2 sandwiches.
Bro, look at that size of the sandwich. You think I can fuck 2 of them up right now?
Yeah.
That's a big ass sandwich.
That's a thick ass sandwich.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, dog.
Damn.
Save it for later.
That's crazy, bro. I'll take it. Anyway, man, we've been yapping, man. We gonna have to cut like at least 10 minutes off of this motherfucker. We've been yapping for straight food, man. My boy Saul was hungry. He's about to go order some, man. Good for him, bro. Loki, he's been on a juice cleanse. I know he got a headache.
No, the headache went away. I'm just starving.
Yeah,
bro.
I know your stomach hurt. Fuck it, man.
What the hell?
Look, man, we're so happy that you guys gave us an hour of your time, man. We are so happy that y'all listened to us yap for some bullshit. Literally, man, these past 20 minutes have all been just food, bro.
Look, that's the reason why.
That's
like,
not on the
I got my laptop open right now, and it's like 1 through 12. I mean, technically, that's number 11. That's funny stories to talk about.
Literally, yeah. Technically, it's 11.
That's technically number 11 right there, bro.
So that's the thing, right? Is before you came here, I started typing up basically like what little topics that we could talk about. We've kind of covered a majority of them. So, again, this is our first episode. Again, this is for us just to give you guys a taste of what we're all about. Mm-hmm. We are kind of yappers. And to be honest with you, that's what the fuck we are. This was lunch table talk. Yeah. This was really what it's about.
I'm gonna close this. We ain't even using this shit.
So I should wait, nothing but battery.
Yeah, I don't got the charger.
I got a charger.
Oh, you're chilling for this.
No. And fucking no, but we're so happy that you guys decided to kind of just listen to us, man. We really hope that we made you guys laugh. We can't wait for you guys to tune into this next episode. Tune into this first episode at first.
Yes, man.
As long as y'all get through it, man. We were just so happy. We kind of went a little off the rails there once again. But you know what? At least it ain't off the rails to the point where we had to go an hour and like 50 minutes.
Yeah, bro. The last pod, and even when we're on the phone for like almost 2 hours.
2 hours, about.
But yeah. Basically, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. You're gonna hear a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Literally,
you're gonna see some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, just know it's like we're respectful, but we're also like no filter, bro.
Literally, and I think that's okay. Like we want the audience to kind of get a feel of our authentic selves. We want them to kind of feel like, okay, like we're kind of just throwing these topics out. We asked a few questions to each other. We wanted you guys to get to know us, and I feel like we've accomplished that in this fucking pilot. And I'm a little bit of a motor mouth myself. Saul's more of a motor mouth than me, if I'm being honest with you, because this motherfucker's a yapper. Mm-hmm. But we are just so happy that you guys gave us an hour of your day to kind of just listen to us, man. We are excited for what comes next, man, and we are really excited for what comes next, as a matter of fact.
Sure.
We have big plans, and that's one of the things that we are just so happy about, man. We really want you guys to feel like you're in the room with us.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be all for this first episode. I think we've accomplished everything that we needed to.
Yes, sir.
And we just, again, want to thank you guys for listening to us, man. We really are happy with what we got. And, yeah, this is Jason signing off, so.
Yeah, but I want to say thank y'all for everything. So this is the end of episode number 1.
Yeah.
The next episode, I believe, is what, Dating in LA?
Yeah. This next episode is going to be really fun, man. I think we're going to be talking about some dating in LA.
Yeah.
Kind of rehashing our little cafecito time. We're gonna go back in the timeline, but
a little bit of see how we've changed over
the years.
A little
bit, yeah. We got a few questions on that motherfucker,
sir.
So I think you're gonna have to crack that bitch open again. I ain't gonna lie. But no, we are so happy, man. We are so excited for this next episode. It's gonna be called Dating in LA. This was Lunch Table Talk, man. We really are so happy, man. Thank you guys for listening, and this is the Red Cup Podcast, man. We are really happy. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. See you next week.
I can't sit up.